We live in a theater. Not of grand stages, but of quiet moments. Every public space is an arena of perception. What you do there writes the story of your character. Not for them. For you. This is not a list of rules for social approval. This is an operating manual for inner sovereignty. We will explore 9 subtle public behaviors. Behaviors that betray your peace, your power, and your principles. These are not crimes. They are leaks. Leaks of your attention, your dignity, and your self-respect. We will seal them, not to please the crowd, but to fortify the citadel within. The ancient Stoics did not retreat to mountaintops. They lived in the heart of the city. Their philosophy was forged in public. Why? Because character is not proven in solitude. It is proven in the marketplace, under the gaze of others. Each public misstep is a failure of discipline. A moment where we hand over our internal peace to an external trigger. Our goal is radical self-command. To move through the world not as a reactive animal, but as a self-possessed human. To be in the crowd, but not of it. First, the leak of attention. Never check your phone as a reflex. This is the modern surrender. A pause, a silence, and you exile yourself from the present. Stoicism practices the discipline of attention. By seeking the screen, you announce the real world is not enough. You train for distraction. The practice, feel the itch. Choose to stay here. Never listen to respond, listen to understand. In conversation, most people are rehearsing their lines. This leaks respect. It is a failure of justice. Justice means giving others your full consideration. When you listen to weaponize your reply, you turn dialogue into duel. You learn nothing. The practice, active silence. Hear the words, then the intention. Never cast looks of open judgment or contempt. This is poison made visible. Your face is not a private diary. A look of contempt is a tiny arrow. It corrodes your character with anger and superiority. The practice, see the action, remember the person is flawed. Let your expression remain unmoved by error. Second, the leak of dignity. Never explain yourself excessively. Over-explanation is born from fear. It is a plea for validation. The Stoic owns their choices. A clear statement shows security. I apologize, is complete. A long story is a surrender. It makes your certainty conditional on approval. The practice, state the fact. Accept the consequence. Be silent. Never laugh too loudly or at the wrong thing. Laughter is a signal. Losing control of it shows your mood is a puppet of the environment. Using laughter for social favor trades another's dignity for your belonging. The Stoic enjoys mirth but is not unmoored by it. The practice, let laughter be genuine, never a performance. Have the courage not to laugh at cruelty. Never fidget or adjust yourself constantly. The body speaks the mind's language. Fidgeting broadcasts anxiety and self-consciousness. It says, I am not at peace. Stoic stability should reflect in the body. Every adjustment is a confession of discomfort. The practice, plant your feet. Rest your hands. Breathe. Your stillness teaches your mind to be still. Third, the leak of principle. Never gossip or participate in negative speculation. This is a toxic act. It is injustice to the absent, corruption of your character, and weakness with your company. When you speak ill of another, you speak ill of yourself. The practice, disengage or change the subject. Become a grave for slander. Never complain about trivial inconveniences. Public complaint is the sound of a weak will. It is a protest against reality itself. The Stoic accepts life's friction as part of the journey. Complaining pollutes the air and shows you cannot bear discomfort. The practice, endure in silence. Find the opportunity within the inconvenience. Your quiet forbearance is strength. Never seek to be seen doing your good deed. This corrupts virtue. If kindness needs an audience, it is theater. It is a transaction. The good itself is the reward. To publicize it is to feed your ego. The practice, give help, then walk away. Let the act be its own, secret reward. These 9 points are not for social anxiety. They are for inner transformation. When you stop scattering attention, you become present. When you stop leaking dignity, you become solid. When you stop betraying principles, you become integrated. You cease to be a puppet. You become the unobserved observer, engaged, yet independent. You are in the theater, but no longer acting for the crowd. You follow a script written by your own virtue. People will notice. Not because you are loud, but because you are quiet. Not because you react, but because you do not. They will sense a different presence. One that is calm, assured, and inwardly free. The public square is your gymnasium. Every encounter is a repetition for self-command. You will fail. you will forget. This is not about perfection. It is about direction. Each time you catch yourself and choose the more virtuous path, you add a stone to your inner citadel. You build a self that cannot be shaken by noise, judgment, or the need for approval. Walk out into the world not with fear of doing wrong, but with the quiet intent to do right, by your own stern, compassionate, Stoic standards. The world is watching. But now, you are in command of what it sees.